day trader. People always ask, what does a day trader have to do about Bitcoin? I mean, like, listen, some of us are in our 60s, 70s, 80s, and like, I thought this is for 18-year-old kids. Where am I getting involved in it? Well, listen, when you have companies like BlackRock, if you watch any of my videos, me being on NASDAQ doing presentations, I remember just last year, a year from today, I'll never forget. I was talking about it consistently with NASDAQ. I did those presentations. You got BlackRock. If they get this thing approved, this ETF, the market's going to make a big move. Listen, these are the biggest, brightest, most powerful people in the world. You heard Melissa saying it, Armano talking about it. The reason why she lives in New York, she's hanging out with billionaires. She sees them. You know, you're not going to beat them, but you could join them. And that's what it's all about. So I think everyone has to understand a little bit more about what is the whole thing that's going on with this stock and where is it going? Okay. Well, first of all, before I move forward, just a huge thank you to all the educators that are being here for this week. And by the way, we are not done. We also, our keynote speaker, Michael Cow, is going to be here tomorrow. So it is a 2-day event. So please keep in mind, you know, we're going to be here for 2 days. We still got to catch up on that. But so far, I'd like to thank all the educators for being here for today. Now, like I said, everything, always a quick little risk disclaimer. I know these things are boring, but just remember, it's all varies. There's a high risk in trading. You know, please be very smart and wise that before you go out there and trade, because you could lose a lot, you know, and you got to learn before you can earn. And that's why we're here. So anyway, quick little poll. Just want to ask everyone a question. Does anybody here own Bitcoin or a ETF or anything that has to do with the Bitcoin market? Abdul, you do. Okay. Anybody? Nasha, you do. Eric, not you. Okay. XRP, you're doing pretty good with the XRP. That thing is doing really, really well. Listen, some people don't realize there's a lot out there. I own BTC and other other coins. Okay. All right. Is anybody, give me a no? We got over 100 people in here. Anyone here that doesn't have it? Don't be embarrassed. Don't be scared. It's okay. You know what I mean? Just be honest, because what you're about to learn, this trades like any other stock out there. Okay. All right. Now, the next question is what we're going to do before we go into questions. Let's go look at the live markets. So you can see here is that IBIT is one of the, I own this stock myself, and I sold it. I bought it back. I sold it, bought it back, you know. So it got very, very hairy here. You can see here on the long-term chart that when the elections were over on this day, you could see here the next day on the top left-hand corner, you see on 11:05, this is the ETF of IBIT, was trading at 39. And you could see where it just literally took off, even if you missed it the next day. I mean, it went all the way to $44. This is what we call a Fausto flag, which is called consolidation. All right. Broke all-time highs. Boom, shot up over here to 50. And it's just nonstop. It's like every day is just a new adventure. Now, I'm going to show you something called level 4, which is this right here. And right here, you're looking at Bitcoin. And we're going to talk about all these things right here. We're going to talk about all these orders. We're going to talk about where are the Bitcoins, where's the resistance levels. You can see it right now. It's trading at 100,000 and 100. Okay. We're going to talk about the support and resistance levels. We're going to talk about, you know, where's the highs, where are the lows, all that good stuff. But the main thing that I kind of teach here at Cyber Trading University, for some of you know me, is I teach you what's called the right of the chart. Okay. A lot of people like to focus on the left. I'm going to teach you the right. So let me bring this back down and let's talk about the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin broke over 100,000. I don't know if I would even say this month, but even today. Now, have any of you here subscribed to my channel on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or X? Any of those? Anybody here subscribe to it? Just give me a yes or no. Because I did a really big video, and I'm going to show you the video while we're here. Okay. All right. So I have some staff here. Could you guys put the link over there? All right. Hold on one second. All right, hold on. We got John Seville that's logged in. Just give me one second. All right, traders. So really quick, I just want to show you the video I posted on Bitcoin. I'm just going to go on Instagram. It's the same video on all of them. Instagram. There we are. Here we go. And let me just go to my profile. Here's all the reels that we got. Something went wrong. Let's go up again. Reload page. Oh, that's weird. All right. Let's go to YouTube. Looks like Instagram's having a little problem here. All right, so here's the shorts. And here's the latest video that I posted right here. Okay, so I want you just to watch this video really quick. All right. So in that video, as you're watching it, it shows you how it went from 100,000 and went all the way to 95,000. There was literally about 500 Bitcoins there looking to be bought. And then all of a sudden, over 700 actually, and it got filled. You can see that number dropping and you see those orders. So that was called something called refreshing. So that person obviously had more orders to buy. So no matter if you're trading Bitcoin, if you're trading or any other stock out there, they all trade the same thing. Now, the reason why I want to talk about Bitcoin, because you know what? That's the big news that's going on right now. That's really what's going on. So let me now, I posted a link up there. Hold on one second. And everyone, there we go. So there's the link if you guys want to watch it. And then you can basically make sure you subscribe to the channel and everything else. All right. So let me X out of this and go back to the link right here. So do you think it's going to go up to 200,000 by 2025? I'm just curious. Do you guys think it's going to hit 200,000? Anybody here think so? I love asking this question. Yes, yes, yes. We got one no. How about everyone else? Eric's got a little smirk, you know. Higher. All right. All right. I'll get that one. Okay. All right. Well, listen, the same people who said that, they're saying it's going to probably go 200,000. You could see the news is everywhere. And it's like, okay, is it still too late to get in? Well, let me explain something to you a little bit about myself. Okay. I've been doing this for 35 years. And I was the biggest skeptic about Bitcoin. My son came up to me one day coming from college. He said, Dad, all the kids in school are telling me to buy this Bitcoin at five. You bought it to buy it. I'm like, I don't buy penny stocks. I mean, just I have nothing against them. I just can't see what's going on. Well, anyway, make a long story short, he went out there and he bought the stock at $500. I'm like, you bought a penny stock at $500? What are you, a complete moron? You know what I mean? So, and this is like, when it was $500, it was probably maybe 5 years ago, 4 years ago, some crap like that. Well, anyway, he always was telling me about it, pushing whatever it is. And I'm like, listen, I've been doing this for long enough. I've seen everything. And I don't know what the hell this thing is. It's like an NFT or whatever it is. You're buying, what are you buying? You're buying air? What are you buying? So not to go over the history of what it is, but anyway, he sold it at 5,500. And he's like, you see, Dad, I'm a better trader than you. I'm like, listen, you got lucky. Okay. At the end of the day, you got plain old lucky. But as a trader, what you've learned is that being a trader, COVID, who would ever think in 100 years that we would have a virus crisis? Okay. Who would ever thought that the banks will go out of business with the financial crisis? Okay. If I told you that, you'd be like, that will never happen. It happened, So the thing is, nothing really shocks me. But the reason why I'm trying to get to, over the course of all these years of trading, you have to learn and know why these things happen. You got to know, you got to be prepared for it, because if you're on the wrong side, you're going to get hurt. Listen, we've been talking about the elections for 3 months now. Okay. And everyone here must be so sick and tired of hearing about the elections. And unlike some of you couldn't hope to wish it would get here fast enough. Right. And some of you, were huge Harris fans, and some of you are huge, Biden fans. Some of you huge Trump fans. And you're like, oh, if Trump's get elected, the market's going to crash or it's going to go up, whatever it is. But if you got to listen to the experts, you really got to listen to them, and you got to see the trend. And the thing I always tell everybody is this: I don't care what side of the political aisle you're on, but if you take things personal, you're going to lose everything. If you hated Trump and I tell you, okay, well, the market's going to crash, I said, oh, really? You know better than Wall Street? Short the market then. Short it. Obviously, you know more than Wall Street because you're from Main Street. Short it. Okay. And guess what? How did that work out for you? And then there are people who say, you know what? Oh, if he gets elected, market's going to rally. Okay. Well, who won that game? Well, it's like basically going about Bitcoin. I've been doing this long enough. I've seen all walks of life. I've seen what things happen. The big difference is what you see of a lot of the people that are here is that we survived these things. We survived all these different markets. And if you could survive it, you could do this for the rest of your life. It's one of the best jobs. But you got to learn how to play the game. You have to surround yourself with good people that play the game. You want to trade with people that are better traders than you. I was always taught, my dad always say, don't be the smartest person in the room. Okay. You don't want to be the richest person in your town. All right. You got to, because you know what? You just reached the limit. So you got to surround yourself. So what I'm going to cover today is I'm going to talk about how to follow the big money. Okay. And that's where that comes about. So following the big money, I want to start off with we're going to talk about Bitcoin today, and I'll talk about IBIT. Now, with the stock IBIT, you could see right here that from 1 to 10, what the market cap is. Gold is number 1, Apple, NVIDIA, Microsoft. I mean, look at Bitcoin where it is. It's more than silver. It's a $1.8 trillion. I think it's even more than that now after seeing what's happened lately. But it's just amazing how big these companies are. I still remember Apple when it broke $1 trillion, the first $1 trillion company. Okay. Well, look how old Apple is. Look how old Bitcoin is. It's probably the youngest out of them all of them there. So I don't know too much about Bitcoin. I really don't care about it. I'm not looking to teach you, but what I'm here to teach you is how to get involved and how to trade the markets using level 3 and level 4. So Coinbase obviously is an exchange. You can't just open up a brokerage account, like TradeStation or any of them and say, hey, I want to trade, Bitcoin. You have to go to these specific exchanges to trade them. Now, regarding about trading them, these stocks have done really, really well. They've done great. due to the market. But there's more to it than just, understanding about the Bitcoin market and everything else. It's all about following other exchanges, like BlackRock launching the ETF on it. Now, getting back to that video I told you, we'll post a link up there, but I was on NASDAQ many of times talking about it. I said, listen, when you have one of the most powerful brokerage firms launching an ETF, it is not going anywhere. It's here for good. It's here to stay. And when that happened, you could see it right here in February. The Bitcoin was at IBIT was at $25. Okay. And you could see over the course of the year, it's literally almost tripled in value, which is not bad. There's the link right there. But you know what? It gets better than that. Look at Mark Slayer. Okay. The CEO of MicroStrategies. This guy is a lunatic. This company has nothing to do with anything that's to do with crypto at all. But he's like, I don't care if we sell iced tea. I don't care I'm taking the money of our profits and we're going to go out there and we're going to buy Bitcoin. And you know what? It made the stock's value go from 50 to 500. So you didn't have to trade Bitcoin to make money on it. You could have traded some of these stocks like MSTR, Hood, another one of the largest Bitcoin holders in the stock. What does Robinhood have to do with it? You probably heard of Robinhood because of GameStop. Remember GameStop? Roaring Kitty, when that whole thing. And then Robinhood came out. All these kids were trading on the brokerage firm Robinhood. Well, the guy wasn't a dummy. He didn't care about being in the brokerage industry. He took all that money and all that profit. He just bought Bitcoin. And you know what? They're not making money because of their trading department, charging 18-year-old kids to trade. They're making money because they own a shitload of Bitcoin. Okay. And not only that, but there are other stocks you could have traded. Mara, CLSK. These are mining stocks. There are just so many things out there you could trade. But the best way to see these stocks is what I'm going to talk about right now. I'm going to talk about something called order flow. Okay. Now, you could apply this towards anything you trade. Amazon, Google, Microsoft, NVIDIA. Once again, all the videos you watch on me all have to do what I'm going to show you right now. So let me explain to you what it is and how it works. And I can tell you this, what you're about to see is going to be so disturbing. You're going to see like, wow, you could actually read the right of the chart. Yes. And that's the power of doing this. So how do we read this data? Well, before I move forward, let me ask everyone a question. Does anybody here have NASDAQ Book Viewer level 3? Anybody here have it? Just give me a quick yes or no. Gerard, you have it. Okay. Elaine, everybody. Good. Well, listen, I'm going to ask questions because I want to make sure a lot of you are paying attention. Hopefully nobody's sleeping and walking away. All right. I know, and some of you have your chat to private. All right, good. So a lot of you have it. Good. All right. So let me show you how to utilize it. So basically, let me get my crayons out here and do some drawing. All right. Let me get this over here. Okay. So you have your buyers and you have your sellers. And there's a lot of them. And they're at every single price. So you're probably looking at how you pay attention to this, how you know one's versus the other. Well, the big thing is this. If a stock's going down, okay, we're looking for buyers. And when you look down here, the biggest buyer is right here, 123,000. Now, there are buyers at every single price level. So some of you be like, well, which number do I pay attention to? The biggest one. Because when a stock goes down and it hits the biggest one, which is $54, that's why you go from 12 o'clock at 54 all the way to a whopping 56. Okay. And wondering like, oh, how did I not know and bought it there and whatever it is. It has nothing to do with the past. It's all about reading the future. And the future is, where are those future orders? And there's your order right there. Big block order at 54. Now, the same thing goes. Let me just clear this out. And same thing goes for resistance levels. What makes stocks go down? Sellers. So as much as you might look at the past, The past is not indicative of the future unless those same sellers that were in the past are in the future. So if I'm looking and I own Google, okay, and I want to take a profit because good traders always look to take profits, I need to see where the resistance level is. And right here, you could see how the stock went from 186, hit 185, and came all the way back down to 182. Why did it stop here at 185? Why not 200? Why not 187? Why 185? Well, resistance makes sellers. Sellers are located on the right. The biggest seller you see here is at this price right here, which is 185 for 87,000 shares. And there are 341 orders that make up the 87,000. Now, you see there's 300 share sellers, 100 shares, 250, yada, 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 yada. Okay. I don't care about any of those. Those mean nothing to me. You got to remember, the whole world trades every single stock out there. Every brokerage firm have orders out there. I mean, some of you own stocks I probably never heard of, or maybe 95% of people never heard of. But there are orders out there. But it's the big ones that we're looking for. That is what you call program trading. Those are what we call the algorithms. All right. So when you put a limit order out there, you're being aggregated with all those other orders out there. That is what we're seeing. So to think about this for a second, fellow traders, you're seeing every single order out there that is trading. So let's go over a couple of examples this week that made some big moves. PLTR, okay, made a big video on PLTR. If you haven't watched it, definitely watch it. Good short. Back in August of last year, the stock was trading at $20. Okay. August, September, October, November, December. This stock had not stopped since August, from $25 to $75 a share. Okay. Now, when's it going to stop? I mean, because you know, how many times have you let's be honest. You ever sometimes feel like you sell your winners too soon and you hold your losers too long? And like, damn, I wish I held this stock a little bit longer, or I probably wouldn't have sold it. Well, the thing is this. Not only did it keep going up, eventually it will come down, right? And it did. There's always going to be profit taking. And you could see how the stock just this week went from 81 down to 72, actually in one day, which is pretty volatile, right? You ever been in one of the stocks like that? They're like, my God, how could that happen? Well, I could tell you this. I was one of those suckers. Okay. Well, I own it all the way from 60. But I was like, oh my God, I'm like 81. I'm like, I just lost half of it in a day. Okay. So being a good day trader or trader in general, you got to have a game plan. And the game plan is, what do I do? Do I sell it here? I mean, do I take it out? Well, I got to see where the street is at. I got to see where Wall Street's at. I got to see where the buyers are located. And if I look over here where the buyers are located, you'll see on the buyers column, there's a big buyer right here for 150,000 at 71. Now, there are buyers at every single price level, but it looks like I'm going to have to hold the stock another $1 before it gets to the biggest price. Now, I already held it from 87. What the hell's another $1, right? So what do you think is going to happen when we get down to that price, fellow traders? It's going to hit it. And what do you think happens next? It goes right up. That is the power of having a game plan. And not only that, it didn't hit it once, okay? It hit it twice. Once and twice. So it came all the way down, hit it, went back up to 73, probably had a bunch of sellers out there, came back, tested again, went right back up. Now, some of you here might call this a double top, a triple bottom. I don't really care about any of that crap. I know what that actually means. Everyone has a whole philosophy about it. It's not about, double tops, triple bottoms, teacups and handles, and peaks and valleys. Let's just keep it simple. It's a buyer and a seller, okay? That's really what comes down to it. Now, let's look at another example. Tesla made a similar move, made a big run up, and it's still running. And you know what? You see Tesla run from 220 all the way to 380, another stock that did unbelievable from the November 4th elections. I mean, Elon Musk. If you don't know him yet, I don't know where you're hiding. I don't know if you're hiding on a rock, but I think everybody knows who Elon Musk is now. So Tesla stock has just been killing it, right? But the thing is this, some of us keep looking at it like, is it too late to buy? Or maybe I'll buy on the retrace. Well, listen, the stock did back off. Okay. I mean, listen, everyone's looking to take a profit at some point. And sure enough, it went from $440 and came all the way back down in one day to 380. And like, here comes the crash. Now it's going to tank. Okay, well, listen, where there's a tank, there's a buyer. And if you look right here at 380, you're talking 100,000 shares are going to be bought at 380. Now, when you look down on the buy list, I mean, there's not too many 6-digit numbers out there. I mean, you got some 5 digits, but they're not even that much. They're only like 10,000, 16,000, a lot of 2,000, 3,000. You're talking 111,000. How much money is that? How much money is that? 11100. Let's just do simple number, right? Times 380. Talking over $4 million worth of stock. Am I right? No, I spelled it wrong. That's wrong. That's not right. I didn't add up right. 111,000 times 380. That sounds right. 42 million. There we go. I missed a zero. I know. Thanks, Gillis. So, it's $42 million sitting there on the floor. You think you're smarter than the $42 million and the 1,000 shares, the 1,000 orders that are out there? What do you think is going to happen when we get to that price? Hit it at 11, 11:30, 12, 1. Boom. Eventually, the thing just went right up to 390. Okay. Does anybody know where Tesla is right now? 419. Okay. So when you saw the stock back off and like, oh, this is the crash, this is the bang right here, right? And sure enough, everything has to go up before they can come down, because that's what we were looking at right here. Went up, hit the buyers, went up, hit the buyers, went up. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing it dropping anytime soon. All right. Now, how about resistance levels? So Tesla goes up, it pops again, right? Well, listen, there's always profit taking going to show up. Where do you think resistance levels are going to be? It's not going to be some Fibonacci or MACD or an SMA. It's going to be a big seller. So you had 128,000 to be sold at 408. Now, you just getting back to Melissa earlier, you heard it because she was talking about the options and she screwed up herself. She didn't know it was going to hit 400, that soon. And the thing is, you got to have a game plan. Great traders always look to take profits. All right. So here you have the stock went from 390 all the way to 408 in one day. I don't know about you, in an hour. I mean, that's a lot of damn money right there. I mean, you're talking about literally almost 20 points. 20 points is a lot in a movement of stock like that. On 100 shares, not even 1,000, on 100 shares, that's a $2,000 profit. That's a $500,000 salary right there. Who doesn't want that job? Okay. So, I mean, granted, you could see it went from 480 all the way down to 398. I mean, I know it went higher. I just showed you it did. But we didn't talk about sellers getting taken out, did we? Abdul's a question. Can you show us an example of this in the stock and it gaps up, planning in a trade? Well, Abdul, obviously being a student, I can't show you that right now, but we'll cover that in class. Okay. All right. Does anyone here use ChatGTP or AI? Anybody here use any of this stuff? ChatGTP or AI? Well, if you're not, you will. And regardless about not using it, let's look at some of the stocks out there. AI stocks have taken off also, same reason. Okay. You could see stocks like AI, all of them. Now, where do people want to sell a stock like the AI stocks? Got to have a game plan. Okay. Because AI has been the big news out there. AI, quantum stocks, all those things have been doing great. PLTR is an AI stock for that. Why that stock also went up, military, cybersecurity, AI. But you just got to have a game plan. And when you have a game plan and you want to be able to get out, you got to know where those sellers are. So as we're looking for sellers, 300,000, 45. Now, I don't know about you, fellow traders. Do we really need a chart to tell us that we're going to hit a big resistance levels at 45? What do you think? Yes or no? Right. No, you're not. You could see it clear as day. I mean, not only that, but you're talking about, I mean, the stock is only trading at 42.20. You literally have about another $3, almost less than $3 away from that big resistance. You don't think we want to have a game plan to get out there? All right. I mean, that's really, that's what the big failure rate in trading is all about. Well, what do you think happens? Goes from 37 all the way to 45 in one day. And you know what? It took a little time. People that realized that he ain't moving. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. 10, 15, 20, 30 an hour. Boom, comes back down. And guys like, well, let me try one more time. Okay, 43 comes back to 45. You're like, damn, the guy's still there. And you know what? You think we're the only ones that see that? Think about this for a second. How many of you here would make smarter and better trading decisions if you knew those orders were out there? Do you know 99% of the people don't see that? The only 1% see that are our students at Cyber Trading University and the market makers that trade on Wall Street. Wouldn't it be nice to see where the buyers and sellers are in a house that you're looking to, buy or sell? Well, the stock market, you can. Now, who here would like to get Book Viewer? Who would like to sample it out for a little bit? Anybody here want to try it out? All right, this is what you need to do. I want you guys to email me right now at Fausto at C2 Corp. So while we're here, bring up your email right here and just type in Fausto. There you go, Fausto at C2Corp.com. And just write NASDAQ book. And also make sure you give me your name, because I know some of you here I don't even recognize. Yeah, I want to call you by your first name. Fausto right there. And just hit send. All right. Can everybody do that right now? Hit send. And I will get it in my inbox. There I go. There's my email. Fausto. There we go. NASDAQ book. All right. Do that right now, and I'll send it all to you. Now, in this email that you're going to send me, I'm going to send you 2 videos, about 5 minutes long. By the way, this is NASDAQ's website. This is not mine. I don't own this. I'm not selling you somewhere a third-party software. You have a seat on the exchange, okay? You're going to see every buyer and seller out there. So what I'm going to give you is 2 videos, 5 minutes long. It's going to show you where to purchase it, because I want to make sure you don't buy the really expensive one, because you don't need it. And then also what it's going to do is going to show you how to set it up, because the defaults they give you is just totally a waste. Okay. Logan, I got yours. Latha, I got yours. No problem. I'm going to send it to you. Anthony, John, I got your email just now. Okay. And like I said, what's the worst thing that could happen? You go to the exchange, you play around with it, but you could see the value of it. So just keep in mind, I've been doing this for 35 years. For me to get this data, I had to be licensed. I had to be a Series 7 licensed broker, okay? Now they eliminated all that. Now it could go to the general public. So why you would not want that, I have no idea. Logan, I just got yours. Bill, there you go. Look like everyone's paying attention. There we go. I see you guys are starting to email me. Samushi, I got yours. All right, good, perfect. All right, good, good, good. So it looks like you guys are paying attention. A lot of people like it. Good. All right. So as you guys are filling that out and emailing me, let me talk about something else that's out there. There is something a little bit higher called level 4. Now, level 4, basically envision this. You have everything in level 3, but now you're going to have it on a heat map. So you're going to start seeing it as in like, just more clear on a chart. So you can see those orders out there. So the other one, you're seeing the raw data. This one, you're getting to see it on a chart. Now, I'm going to show you how to use it, but I'm not going to show you where to get it as of right now, because you know what? It's going to be overwhelming. I don't want to lose anybody here. I want you to get it. I want you to do this as inexpensive as possible. Okay. I don't want to scare anybody, get nervous, but once you understand the real data of it, then you'll understand, oh, now I understand why they use this. I understand why they use that and all that good stuff. All right. So let me explain to you what we got going on here. So Bitcoin had nearly a 1,000 Bitcoin to sell at 100,000. So you can see right here, here's the current order book. By the way, I got a couple more people who emailed me. Frank, I got yours. Okay. Frank from the Netherlands. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Good to meet you. Bill, I got yours. Alan Hewitt. Nashia got yours. Bill, yeah, look, you can see everyone emailing me right now. Thomas, Roy, Bill, good. I'm actually a little shocked. I'm not getting everyone. Well, I know we have a lot of students here, but I would think we'll probably get close to 100 emails right now. Who wouldn't want this stuff? Who would not want to see it on the exchange? Do you know when I started, I had to pay, it cost over $1 million to have a seat on the exchange? Is anyone here who pay $1 million right now to get that data? Well, guess what? Doesn't cost that. It's free now. They got rid of all those people. So you want to learn how to make money, fellow traders? You got to have a seat on the exchange. Okay. And you want to have a seat on the exchange? Here's your chance of doing it. Let's get back to Bitcoin really quick. Let me show it to you, because now you could see it on futures. You could see it on options. You could see it on crypto, not just on stocks. Okay. So imagine, let's say you don't have to like Fausto, I don't really trade Bitcoin. I trade futures. You know what? You could see it on futures. They're like, oh, okay, what about stocks? You could see it on stocks. We're going to check that out on stocks too. But the thing is this, when you have $100 million of something that's looking to be sold out there, why would you not want to know that? Why would you want to question that? Bonnie, you know what? Just email me. Don't send me your email. If you want that, don't put it in a chat. Just copy and just send me that email. Oh, I just get yours, Bonnie. There you go. You're from Germany, right, Bonnie? Is that you? Okay. I just saw you just email me. All right. So anyway, you see, when you're looking at a chart and you see how Bitcoin, and you see the people talk about the candlesticks and the green ones and the red ones and all that stuff, and then you're wondering, why is it going down? And when is it going to stop? Oh, this is the big crash. Listen, when it comes to that, there's always going to be buyers and sellers at every price. Program trading rules, okay? But what I want to show you is how it's going to work for you. Because getting back to Bitcoin here, you could see that there was 100,000 shares. Here's 100,000. Oops, let me show you. Okay, there we go. There we go. So you see right here, see how thick that line is? That was around 10 o'clock this morning. You see that green ball right there? That is an indication of that's a buy. That's what's called time in sales. That means somebody executed all those shares on the offer. What happens when somebody buys a bunch of shares on the offer on the sell side? That means somebody wants it. That's called a demand. And that's why the stock went from 100,000 and now we're all the way up to an all-time high today of 100,140. Okay. Now, regardless about Bitcoin, what I want to do right now is this. Could anybody here give me a stock? Any stock. And we're going to look it up and we're going to see if you could tell me where. I want to see what you're thinking. Okay. We're going to have some fun here. PGR, NVIDIA. Actually, NVIDIA is pretty good. I like NVIDIA. NVIDIA's got good support and resistance levels. Okay. So let me bring up NVIDIA. NVDA. Okay, here's NVIDIA. So looking at NVIDIA, all right, stock right now is trading at 139. Okay. All right. So with that said, hold on a second. And I'm going to bring this over here so I can bring it up. Could anybody tell me where is support and resistance levels on NVIDIA? Let's see if you guys could figure this one out. $150. Okay. So I'll draw a trend line. You said 150, right? Okay. Anyone else? Well, we're at 140, Bonnie. So we're looking at resistance. Not what else? 144. All right. You're saying right there. Okay, it's 144. Too small. Okay, I like it. You said that, so I'll zoom a little bit closer. How about that? Does that help? I'll move a little bit closer. All right. Does that help? Okay, good. All right. Where else? $144, 145. Okay, so 145 is right there. All right, anybody else? Anyone else? We're going to get there, Gil. So I'm not going to get there first. First of all, right now, I want to see where everyone thinks. Now, by the way, if you can't answer this question, don't take this the wrong way. You should not be trading. You should not have a stock dictate and tell you where it's going. You should know where it's going before it gets there. You need to read the future, okay? Don't be looking at the rearview mirror. Look in the front of the mirror, okay? You want to see what's coming up in the future? Well, guess what? You could see the future. I'm going to show you how to read the future. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to bring you level 4. All right? Now, let's see what we got going on over here. We got 1.5 million shares looking to be sold at 150. You got 700,000 shares looking to be sold at 145. Okay. You got another 400,000 shares looking at 130. So how do you feel right now? One of you guys said 144. Do you see sellers at 144? I don't see any sellers at 145. I mean, there's sellers out there, but the real big seller is at 145. And the really, really, really big seller is at 150. Right here is 930. You see how this is all empty? This is called program trading. So you get to see the orders exactly when they open up. And at 4 o'clock, you'll see when they exactly cancel. That's all program trading. All right. Now, let me ask everyone a question. Did I lose anybody? Everyone's following along? Okay, we're going to do one more. Give me another stock. Let's do one more. SMCI? Maybe. Apple. PLTR. PLTR we have up here already. PLTR. We'll look at that one. Okay. So PLTR. Okay, so everyone here tell me, where's the resistance levels on PLTR? Where's the big block orders out there? 73, 75. Okay. Yeah. You see the line, right? 75, 73. And where's the support levels? Where's the supports? Yeah. 70 and 68. Okay. So let me just zoom out here a little bit. Look what happened this morning. It went from 73, went all the way down to 68, which we know is support levels. And then it went up, held here. Another buyer shows up at 70. And now we're kind of peaking here around 73. And if it breaks 73, it's going to go to 75. Now, here's the dumb question. Did you need an indicator to tell you that, Bill? Did you need to look at the Fibonacci to tell you that? You just picked the number out. You know what? You guys are doing such a great job. I'm going to show one more. All right. Let's look at Tesla, because that one's been flying, right? Where's Tesla? Let's clear this out. You could do this on any stock. Any stock. All right, it's got to load the data. It takes a little bit. All right, let me go back a little bit further. Let's go 6 hours, get some more data here. All right, so I don't know if Tesla's going to be a good one because it's breaking all-time highs. But you could see right here, big block orders are looking to be bought right around here, 173. I mean, I'm not seeing anybody till 450. Do you? There's no one. I mean, there's sellers everywhere, but not even a lot. Could you imagine this thing going to 450? You know, that could happen. That could happen. Well, Bill says I'm not familiar with these types of charts. Bill, you're not looking at a chart. You're looking at a software. You know, you're basically seeing the orders in the future. Okay. The things that you always wanted to know that existed. And that's what we're looking at. Apple, we'll look at that. Some of you said where Apple is. Let's look at, just go check out Apple. You want to know where the orders are in Apple? Let's go see. So here's Apple. So you can see Apple's been having a really good move. 225. Things been on a nice run up. Hit a price just under 250. Now starting to come back down. Now we're at 246. I mean, it's been a great swing trade, but you know what? 250. I don't know what that means. I know what that means. Look at all the red lines. 250, 251, 252. All the red lines are at right around the 250, 250, 21. Do you see any buyers out there? No buyers. All the way down to about 240. But there's a shitload of them hovering around 250, 251. So no wonder why this stock never went past 250 today. Wouldn't you like to know that you were able to see the future of those orders? Okay. That's the difference between being a trader and an analyst. Okay. Now, this is why Cyber Trading University has been endorsed and sponsored by more brokerage firms than any school in the industry. Benzinga, NASDAQ, Metastock, Charles Schwab. I've done presentations for every one of these brokerage firms. Okay. We've been sponsored by all these brokerage firms. All right. Because, and believe me, they do their homework. All right. And it's not just a Fausto show. We have a full staff at Cyber Trading University, several instructors, customer service, technology people. We've been doing this for 35 years. We love what we do. We take care of our customers, but we keep things simple. Now, not only that, but if you do your homework and look us up on Google, we're probably the only school that you would see that has a 5-star rating on Google after 35 years. Okay. People love what we do. They love talking about us. We don't ask them to write about us. They go out and do it on their own. But if you want to read the reviews, I think you highly recommend you should do that. Now, if you want to learn more, okay, this is what I want you to do. Follow me on YouTube, okay? And we'll post the link up there. You can go to Cyber Trading U, or if you're a fan of Instagram or TikTok or Telegram, whatever it is, at least follow us on YouTube, okay? But they're all great. We post every day, okay? We do a lot of shorts. We don't do as many longs as we used to because the attention span of people don't want to sit there for 20 minutes because you're doing it right now. But if you want to see that quick speed, I mean, I think that one works out pretty well. But this is what I want you to do. If you like what you see, I'm going to offer all of you a 1 week in our professional trading room. Okay. So if you're looking to, you want us to elaborate a little bit more on this and be like, you know what? Could you show me how to use this? Could I see the traders in the room? Can we watch what you're doing in pre-market? Well, all you got to do is click on that link. We're going to post a link up there, or you could take your cell phone, you could scan that QR code, and you could register immediately. Okay. So depending on what you like to do. Now, listen, I could only teach you enough for 45 minutes, but I can imagine what I would teach you in a week for $9. And the reason why we're asking only $9 is because, you know what? We want to make sure we know who you are. We just don't let everybody in the room. We're not looking for free people. So, and I feel like sometimes you got to have a little skin in the game, you know? Now, this is what you're going to get for the $9. You're going to get live audio commentary. Okay. We do all day. You're going to have access to all the traders in the room. You're going to see all the trades, all the iceberg orders, all the examples, all that good stuff. You're going to also have access to all the training webinars that we have, all the podcasts that we do, all this great stuff. And at the end of the week, if you feel like, it's not my style, listen, I'll give you $9 back. I don't need your $9. Okay. I'm just looking for serious people that want to learn how to trade. I'm not going to want to waste my staff time to talk to you on the phone and do these walkthroughs with you, but we do take trading very seriously. We take customer service very seriously. So, but we're not asking for $9,000, $9 million. I think everybody here could afford $9. So imagine what you learned in a week. Imagine what you learn in here in less than an hour. Imagine you learn here in a week. Okay. So all that stuff you're going to get. And one other bonus I'm going to throw in there for you. If you register, everyone here, I will actually do a free coaching class with you. I will personally talk to you on the phone. Okay. And let me tell you why. Some of you here are going to want to have some serious questions, and, you don't want to just talk to anybody. You might want to ask me personally. And you know what? There's no one's going to be very more honest than me. Listen, I am looking for traders that I could be part of my team. I'm always looking to recruit new traders because eventually you're going to learn so well and you'll move on and, maybe teach your own kids, so we're always looking to recruit new traders and we got to have that conversation. So everything you're going to get here from pre-market trading to all the way to the after hours, all day long, we're going to be trading with you. All right. One person was asking me about the trading room. Can I see it? Yes. So the room right now, we do have it open. I do have it here somewhere. Oh, there we go. I'm going to go to my portal page. And they're talking right now. You'll see here's a portal page. I'm just going to log in. Here's my name. And here we are. So you could see right here, we have Josh right now. Actually, he's silent right now for a second, but he's actually showing you the execution system. He's trading. You can see all the traders right here. Let me just scroll this up on the right. And these are all the traders right here. These are all the traders around the world. Look, Florida, Texas, Ontario, Canada, Quebec. A lot of Canadians in here. Arkansas, Chicago, Tampa. A couple of people overseas. I know there's some people overseas here. And you could see, like, here we are with showing the stocks that we're trading, all that good stuff. We're putting alerts. He's speaking. You could hear him. But we're doing live commentary. All this for $9. All right. So does anyone have any questions? Any questions so far? Like I said, everything that we talked about, if you want to learn how to use the platform a little bit better, you want to trade about it, take a shot. Now, regarding about a couple of questions came across here. How much money do I need to trade? Listen, $9. That's all you need. Don't worry about a brokerage account right now. Don't worry about how much money you need. This, you know what? This might not be for you. Okay. And the $9 is peanuts. It's the time that you got to put into it. So before you worried about like what kind of brokerage account I should open up. Should I do this first or whatever? Listen, it's fresh in your mind. Just get through this first. We'll worry about that second. That's not that important. Okay. The other question is, do you show the live trades? Yes. So you're going to see live trading in there all day long. But the thing is this, we really don't focus on just showing you what's moving. Part of our education is more teaching you how to think for yourself. Remember, you have to hit the button at the end of the day. Okay. And that's the power of that. Any other questions? Any other questions out there? Oh, so when you do register, everybody, very important. We have 5 questions we get to ask you, just like going to a doctor's office. Do you have high blood pressure? When's the last time? Do you have a fever? Any medication you're on? But I'm just kidding. But no, really, we kind of ask those kind of questions. Who's your broker? What kind of trading? Who trained you? The more you let us know a little bit about you, the better we can advise you, make sure you're making the right decision. The next page you click on, you're going to make an appointment. We're going to do a walkthrough with you. You'll make your appointment with me. I would recommend you do it 2-3 days after you're in the trading room. And then by the time, at least you get a little bit feeling what we're doing in the room, so we can kind of answer your questions more great detail. All right. And then you can find out if you want to move forward or not. But it's a good way to start. What was the other question that I had that came across here? When could I start on Monday? Okay. Yes. Listen, just lock in the rate now. You know what I mean? I know the holidays are coming around. If you want to wait after the holidays, but the thing is this, worry about that. Just lock it in. Tell the education advisor when you're ready to start it, and we'll get it from there. Okay. But while you're standing here, it's fresh in your mind. Just let's get it out of the way. All right. Any other questions? A couple of people I just want to do a couple of shout outs with. Roy from Nevada, I just got your registration. Welcome aboard. To Cal, I got your registration. Welcome aboard. Who's this? Lucy, got yours. Welcome aboard. And Mike from Chicago got your registration. Welcome aboard. All right. Any other questions, fellow traders? I know it's a long day. I know we had a lot of great presenters. You should definitely try a little bit of everyone else. Remember, we still got all day tomorrow. We got our keynote speaker that's coming tomorrow. And please make sure you come listen to him. I think you guys have some great questions. Probably one of the better options traders I know in the industry, Michael Cal. I mean, definitely look him up. He's on CNBC every day, almost every day, but very, very big contributor. And you know what? He is so honored and privileged to be here. Okay. He loves talking to people like you. He hates seeing people lose money. He's seen my training. He's here because he believes on what we do and believes that, you guys need to do things the right way, but you gotta learn before you earn. Very important. Okay. Any other questions, fellow traders? Scott, I got yours for the book viewer. Yo, Ching, I got yours. Ravi, I got yours too. Matt, William, Rosevale, I got yours. Welcome aboard. I'll get that sent out to you. What was this? Patel, got yours. Eric, got your registration. Welcome aboard. All right. Any other questions, fellow traders? All right, then. So listen, I will be back here tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you all here. Thanks for sticking around for the whole day, but we're not done yet. We just got another big day event coming up. Let's get ready for tomorrow. And listen, lock in your rate right now. Lock in your times right now, because tomorrow everybody's going to want to register and you don't want to lose your time slots. I know we're going to the holiday season, and, there's no better time learning than now. You see what's happened with a lot of these stocks. You see what's happened with Bitcoin. You see what's happened with Tesla. Tesla just broke 422. Okay. You got to learn. You got to learn before you can earn. But is it ever too late to learn? No, it's not. It's never too late. Stock market's never going to go out of business. You and I guarantee, will die one day. And I guarantee stock market's not going to go out of business. But you got to learn how to play the game. All right. And the right thing is, imagine you could see the right of the chart now. See where those orders are. Thanks, everyone. Good to see you, Gillis. Thank Gustav. See you then. Bye-bye. See you all tomorrow at 10 a.m.